Everyone tells you the same thing. Just save more. So why, on a low income, does the first $10,000 feel completely out of reach? Here's the strange part. It isn't the number that's stopping you. It's the method. And once you see it, 10,000 becomes a plan instead of a dream. Think about it. Almost every money tip assumes there's something left over at the end of the month. Save 20%. Invest the rest. But on a low income, there is no rest. So the advice quietly blames you for a math problem it never solved. That stops today. Here's the biggest myth. That saving is a willpower problem. That if you were just more disciplined, you'd have money. But willpower is a terrible savings plan. It shows up strong on payday and vanishes by the weekend. The people who save aren't stronger than you. They removed willpower from the equation. And no, it was never about the lattes. Skipping a $5 coffee saves you a few $100s a year and makes your whole life feel like punishment. That's the wrong lever. On a low income, you don't need to suffer harder. You need a system that saves without asking your permission. So here's the first mechanism. Pay yourself first. The moment money hits your account, a fixed amount moves straight into savings. Before rent, before food, before anything. You don't save what's left after spending. You spend what's left after saving. That single reversal is the whole game. And you make it automatic. Set a standing transfer for the day you get paid, so the decision only happens once. No app to open. No temptation to skip it this week. The money is gone before you feel it, and you adjust your spending around a slightly smaller number exactly the way you already adjust to a bill. But don't aim at 10,000 yet. Aim at 1,000. Your first $1,000 is a starter buffer, and it does something huge. It's the wall between a small emergency and a spiral of debt. A flat tire stops being a crisis and becomes an annoyance. Hit 1,000 first, and everything after it gets easier. And where you keep it matters. Not your checking account, where it blends in and disappears. Open a separate high-yield savings account, ideally at a different bank. A little friction is the point. If moving the money takes a day or two, you'll stop rating it for things that felt urgent and weren't. Now watch what small numbers actually do. $50 a week feels like nothing, but that's $2,600 a year quietly, without a raise. In a high-yield account earning around 4%, that compounds into your first $10,000 in a little under 4 years, and it only gets faster from there. And here's the part that stings. The biggest cost isn't the amount you save. It's the years you wait to start. Every month you tell yourself you'll begin when you earn more is a month that number could have been growing. Starting small today beats starting big someday. Someday is not on the calendar. Now the obstacle you're already thinking about. What if my income is irregular? Gig work tips, shifts that change every week. Simple fix. Don't automate a fixed dollar amount. Automate a percentage. On a big week you save more, on a lean week you save less, and the system never breaks because it flexes with you. And what happens when a real emergency drains the accounts? You don't quit. You restart the same transfer next payday. That's the whole strength of a system over a streak. A streak dies the moment it breaks. A system just picks back up. Missing a month never means starting over from zero. One more thing before the steps. You can usually find your weekly amount without earning a cent more. Cancel one subscription you forgot you had. Cut one habit that isn't serving you. Then, and this is the key, redirect that exact money straight into the automatic transfer before it can quietly leak back out. Okay, here's everything distilled into 6 steps you can start this week. Do them in order. Each one sets up the next, and together they turn $10,000 from a wish into a schedule. Step 1. Today, open a separate high-yield savings account at a different bank than your checking. This is the container. It takes 10 minutes online, and the small friction of a different bank is exactly what protects the money from you. Step 2. Set an automatic transfer into that account for the exact day you get paid. Fixed dollar amount if your pay is steady, a percentage if it isn't. Start with a number so small it feels almost silly. You can always raise it. You rarely miss it. Step 3. Point everything at $1,000 first. That's your starter buffer, the wall against small emergencies. Don't touch it. Once it's there, don't stop the transfer. Just let it keep climbing toward the bigger goal. Step 4. Find one leak, not 10. One forgotten subscription, one habit, one small recurring cost. Cancel it and send that exact amount into the transfer. One clean cut you redirect beats a dozen sacrifices you resent and quit by Friday. Step 5. Protect it. No debit card linked to this account. No checking it every day. The account's only job is to sit there and grow, boring and untouched. The less you interact with it, the faster it works. Automate, then ignore. Step 6. Every time your income goes up, a raise, a new job, a better week, raise the transfer before your spending has a chance to. Half of every increase goes to future you. This is how a low income turns into $10,000 and then keeps going far past it. So there it is. Not more willpower, not less coffee. A separate account, an automatic transfer, a $1,000 wall, one plug leak, and a number that rises with you. Small, boring, and running in the background whether you feel motivated or not. That's what actually gets you to your first 10,000. And the best part? You can start step 1 this week, not someday. This week, open the account, set the smallest transfer you won't miss, and let the system do the rest. If this made the path feel possible, subscribe to MOF Money, where we break down saving and building wealth, one quiet move at a time.